I always feel this odd sense of detachment. And I feel like I have no motivation because I'll never succeed at my goals. I feel like all I do is disappoint or get in people's nerves. I knows it's primarily a self-esteem, anxiety issue, but it sucks sometimes. I felt this way my entire life, then my therapist suggested I get tested for ADHD. Bingo. Have you been tested for it? Getting answers and medication changes everything. Edit. I was diagnosed last year at 29. Since then, I've lost 40 pounds, completely changed my habits, and delved down a self-development path that is bringing up possible career changes as well. Not everyone will have my experience. But getting diagnosed at the minimum was a massive mental health shift simply by giving language and community to what I was feeling. I work in mental health. I'm no better than my patients are. Ada. I'm not ashamed of it. Everyone struggles. I just worry I'm helping in the best way when some nights I'm barely keeping it together. Edit 2. Thank you all for the kind words and awards. It has been very healing to read that I'm not alone or judged for this. For context, I work in a psych hospital. I love my job, and it's hard. Sometimes the only thing that separates us from the patients is the desk. I never learned to ride a bike. Never too late to learn. That I'm actually really lonely and that I don't know how to reach out to people. You're not alone in this regard. It was I who clogged the loading dock toilet at work last weekend. Shoulda brought your poop knife. I'm not happy. I just pretend to be because it's easier and there's no guilt. Same bro. Although I've been having a better time since I stopped chasing things that made me feel happy and started chasing things that made me feel alive. I shat my pants at a concert from a fart. I ended up driving home, showering, changing, then ended up getting back to the concert just as it ended to drive friends back home. When they asked where I was, I just told them I lost them in the crowd and that the concert was awesome. Thankfully I didn't fart in the car on the way home. Edit. Glad to hear so many other underwear heartwarming shart stories from everyone else. Keep 'em coming. As much as it probably sucked, it's a great feeling when you're able to cover up the unwanted excretion and nobody finds out. Almost feels like an achievement, haha. Just how insecure I am about myself and how much I care about what others think of me. Edit. Thank you for all the support. The funny part is how a lot of the great advice I get here is advice I have given other insecure people before. Somehow it is just so much harder to apply such things to oneself even when we see it in others. One thing I realized as I got older is that lots of people are insecure, and afraid of being judged. That means the odds are pretty good that anyone you are worrying about is too self-absorbed to actually think poorly of you. They are too busy worrying about their own insecurities to notice yours. That my friends from high school are still the closest thing I have to friends even though we talk maximum once or twice a year and they've all moved on by now. I feel you. It was so difficult making new friends after I got out of uni. I miss those days where friends just hang out together all the time. I am pretty sure that I am suppressing many feelings, but I do not know how to let it out. You just start talking and telling stories, things that are on your mind, in a room with no judgment. At some point, something's going to enter your mind that upsets you and you'll want to avoid it. This is where you make a very deliberate choice to just keep talking about it. I was the family wonder child who turned into the family disappointment. Maybe the problem was your family making you the wonder child in the first place. It is an unfair burden to put on anyone, let alone a child. My husband died of lung cancer 9 months ago. He battled very hard and survived for 16 months after being told he had 6. I was so proud of him, he was my rock and my true love. But, I am not as sad as people assume I should be. A song comes on the radio that he would sing to me, and I will pull over and cry, but I've read other people's accounts, who have lost their partner around the same time as I did and they are crying every day still. I never did that, and to be honest, I feel content in my life. I am not ready to start dating again. I talk about him like he is still here with me. One of my clients who I see twice a week didn't know for about 6 months what had happened, for example. I feel guilty and proud that I am not destroyed by losing my husband, but, fuck, I wish he were here with me. Grief is different in all people. Also, there's a lot of grieving you'd have done whilst he was still alive. Just work through your grief at your own pace in your own way. It's totally okay. I am genuinely happy and content with my life. I don't tell people often because at this point in time that honestly feels like a brag. Congratulations. Do you have any advice for those of us who haven't achieved that? I wish I wasn't my divorced parents' counselor. I'm their oldest. They love to let me know just how shitty one another is, just trying to lower the opinion of the other. I'm just tired of it. When they start, ask them to stop and tell them that it is not appropriate. That they should be talking to each other about these things, not their kids. Then either leave that space or change the topic. I have no will to live. I'm not suicidal, though I have been. I just have no desire to keep living. I see no value in living, and it makes me feel like something is wrong with me. I don't hate being alive, just that the infinite nothing that awaits me sounds so comforting. I don't know you, but your comment could have been written by my brother. I know he feels like this, and I don't know how to help him. So I'm just going to say to you what I wish I could say to him. I know this life feels incredibly heavy, and lonely and endless. I know you look at the stars and feel insignificant while others feel wonder and joy. I know you feel disappointment in this life. I wish you could understand my experience of you. You are everything and I don't know how I could exist without you. You are the only part of our family that makes any sense to me. I would really like to spend as much time before the infinite nothing being in your presence. The pandemic completely reinforced my desire to be a recluse. I was thinking that I preferred the world during lockdown. I'm jealous of my little sister. I have some very severe medical issues that have held me back on pretty much everything in life. I can't work, can't drive, can't live on my own, so I'm still stuck living at home with my parents. And growing up, I was sheltered a lot due to said issues. My sister is 16 and is just absolutely thriving. She's driving and will be starting her first job this summer. She's starting to choose where she wants to go to college. She's studying to be a nurse. I love my sister. She's my best friend and I'm so proud of the young woman she's becoming, but damn it. I die a little inside every time she reaches a new milestone. She gets to do all these things that I never got the chance to do. She actually has a future ahead of her and I'm trapped because of my stupid medical condition. I feel like the worst sister ever for feeling this way. Pensive face. You're actually a really good sister. You are experiencing natural feelings of jealousy but are self-aware and not blaming her for it or behaving in a negative way towards her. Give yourself a break, my love. I pretend that I don't care about being single, but I really do care. I am jealous of everyone being in relationships to the point it hurts because it makes me think there is something seriously wrong with me. Jealousy is rough because it's a feeling that can make you feel worse for feeling it. No one wants to feel jealous, and it's easy to start hating on yourself for it. Even in the absolutely, most impossibly worst case and there actually is something wrong with you, there isn't, that doesn't mean it's either permanent or as bad as it feels. It's easier said than done, but the capacity to know your worth and to feel good about yourself makes finding what you want in a relationship so much easier. You're rad and a delight. I still fight the idea that I'm unworthy and undeserving of a good man. I want a man who loves me so much he'd protect me and not hurt me. You're worthy of being loved. Don't let anyone, including you, tell you different. Obsessive-compulsive disorder is tearing my life apart at the seams because the urges are nearly uncontrollable and waste literal hours of what little free time I have daily, but I can't afford therapy or medication and my entire family thinks I'm a delusional whack job and disassociates from me because of it. Doesn't help that no one takes it seriously and sees it as a haha funny quirky trait, and I've never wanted to punch someone for that shit so bad before. As a fellow OCD sufferer, I feel you. It really sucks not being able to mention or talk about OCD without every dipshit in the room going, oh haha me too. I'm such a clean freak. Like, no bitch. We are not the same. I'm 32 days clean from fentanyl addiction and currently trying to quit meth. Edit to add. I'm actually a girl, but thank you everyone for your support and kind words. Fent is a bitch to kick, but I'm not going back and losing my time for that stupid powder that almost killed me too many times. I struggle with pretty severe borderline personality disorder as well, so the support means everything to me. The knockoff 5-hour energy shots from 7-Eleven were my bridge from meth addiction to being completely clean. Give them a shot, way easier to taper off of than the real McCoy. Edit. Grammar. I'm subscribed to a bunch of kids on YouTube, not totally random kids, they're my cousin's kids or relatives of my friends. They do cereal reviews or unbox Kinder Surprises or talk about Pokemon Go. Kids pretending to be serious YouTubers. When I'm bored I like to comment on their videos. I get a lot of shoutouts for being a great fan. I'm subscribed to my niece's channels. They do fidget hauls of ones they already own, and beauty tutorials, they're like 10. It's so cute. I mainly subscribe so I can tell their parents when they do something that might reveal their real names, addresses etc. Bekasu my sisters are clueless.